Have you ever wondered why, even as you do your best to take care of your health, certain things just aren't working like they used to? Maybe you've been eating well, trying to exercise, keeping up with doctor visits, but still, intimacy isn't as easy or satisfying as it once was. You're not alone. For so many men over 60, concerns about sexual health and performance can become a source of frustration or even embarrassment. It's something people often don't want to talk about, but let's be honest, enjoying life's pleasures, including a healthy sex life, shouldn't be something you leave behind as you get older. Here's a surprising truth that many folks aren't told. Sometimes, the very vitamins or supplements that are marketed as health boosters could actually be working against you, especially when it comes to maintaining strong erections after 60. Yes, you heard right. While we're often told that more is better when it comes to vitamins, that's simply not always the case. In fact, some of the most popular supplements could be weakening your performance, not helping it. If you've ever glanced at your medicine cabinet and wondered if all those pills and powders are really a good idea, you're on the right track. Now, I know this might sound alarming. Everyone wants to do what's best for their body, especially as the years go by and our needs change. Maybe you started taking a certain supplement because a friend, a commercial, or even a magazine promised it would help with energy, sleep, or overall wellness. But our bodies are complex. The truth is, as we age, what worked in our 40s or 50s doesn't always remain the best option in our 60s and beyond. So, let's talk about it openly. There are 4 vitamins in particular that could be quietly sabotaging your efforts to maintain a strong, healthy erection. These aren't just rumors or internet myths. Real research and experience show that too much of certain vitamins, or the wrong kinds, can be surprisingly bad news in the bedroom. And how would you know? Most people taking these have no idea until they start feeling the effects and wonder what's changed. Let's dig into the first culprit, vitamin E. Now, you might be surprised because vitamin E is often promoted as a powerful antioxidant and good for heart health and skin. But here's what most people don't realize. When taken in excess, especially through high-dose supplements, vitamin E can actually mess with your blood's ability to clot properly. For older adults, that's risky for lots of reasons, but here's the catch. Erections require a healthy blood flow. When your blood's flow and pressure are off balance, or if you're on blood thinners and also taking vitamin E, you could unintentionally make things worse down there. Some studies and medical guidance have pointed out that supplementing with too much vitamin E can contribute to lower testosterone and even bruising, especially if you're combining it with other medications commonly prescribed for seniors. While eating foods rich in vitamin E, like nuts or seeds, is generally safe and healthy, reaching for those megadose vitamin E capsules might not be doing you any favors. It's always about balance, and after 60, your system is a little more sensitive to those imbalances. Moving right along, let's shine a light on another vitamin that can surprisingly cause trouble, vitamin A. If you're taking a multivitamin, you likely get plenty of vitamin A already. It's important for your eyes and immune system, no doubt. But here's where it gets tricky. Too much vitamin A, especially from supplements, can actually become toxic in the body. This isn't about eating a carrot or two. At higher amounts, vitamin A can impact hormone levels, including lowering your natural testosterone. That's a big deal for men over 60, where testosterone is already on the decline due to age. Lower testosterone, as many folks have experienced, doesn't just sap energy, it can weaken sexual desire and performance, including problems with getting or maintaining an erection. It's sneaky, because the symptoms can come on gradually. Sometimes people chalk it up to just getting older, but often, too much vitamin A is nudging things in the wrong direction. And this risk is higher if you're also taking fish liver oil, cod liver oil, or other supplements rich in preformed vitamin A. Here's another one that catches folks off guard, vitamin D. Now, before you worry, vitamin D in the right amounts is incredibly important, especially for bone health and mood. But more is not always better. Recent research has shown that taking too much vitamin D, especially if you're supplementing above the recommended amount, can lead to a buildup of calcium in your blood. High blood calcium, or hypercalcemia, can actually cause problems with your heart and blood vessels, making it harder for blood to flow freely where you want it to go. You guessed it, that includes those all-important areas needed for an erection. While a modest vitamin D supplement may benefit some, the trend of superdosing can do more harm than good. Especially since, for a lot of seniors, a regular blood test would show whether they even need extra vitamin D in the first place. Too much vitamin D has also been linked to fatigue and muscle weakness, making intimacy feel like more of a struggle. Now, you might be thinking, this is a lot to consider. What's a person supposed to take or not take? These are honest questions, and it's so important to remember that what works for one person after 60 may be exactly the wrong move for another. Your health, your history, and your body's response all matter. But knowledge is power, and knowing which healthy habits might be having the opposite effect can give you back the control you deserve. Next, let's take a closer look at the remaining common vitamin that may be keeping you from feeling your best in the bedroom, and what you can do to support your health and confidence at any age. So, continuing from where we left off, it's natural to feel a bit surprised or even concerned, especially if you recognize any of those vitamins in your own supplement routine. Remember, the goal here isn't to make you fearful, but to empower you with information so you can make the best choices for your health and confidence, particularly in the most personal aspects of life. Let's keep a steady pace and talk about the fourth and final vitamin on our list, vitamin C. Now, you likely know vitamin C as the go-to for fighting off colds, boosting immunity, and supporting overall wellness. It's found in fresh fruits and veggies like oranges, strawberries, and bell peppers, and, for most people, getting enough from your diet is pretty straightforward. But here's where things get dicey. High-dose vitamin C supplements have become incredibly popular. Whether it's those fizzy powders, effervescent tablets, or megadose capsules, it's not hard to accidentally take in more than you need. Why does this matter when it comes to erections after 60? The twist is that while moderate vitamin C is beneficial, significant oversupplementation can actually tip your system out of balance, especially if you're already managing high blood pressure or have kidney issues, both of which become more common as we age. Large quantities of vitamin C can lead to kidney stones in some people, and kidney health is crucial for regulating everything from blood pressure to hormone production. When either of those systems gets disrupted, blood flow can be affected, and that has a direct impact on your ability to get and maintain an erection. On top of that, too much vitamin C can increase your body's level of oxalates, which are substances that bind to minerals like calcium and actually increase the risk of stones. The bottom line is this: while a glass of juice or a handful of berries is a great addition to your diet, reaching for high-dose vitamin C supplements day in and day out could end up quietly working against you in the bedroom. It's all about moderation, and sometimes less truly is more. Let's take this moment to talk more openly about the big picture. When you go to the pharmacy or browse online, it can feel like there's a magic vitamin for every little issue. Tired? Take this. Stressed? There's a supplement for that. But with so many options, it's far too easy to fall into the trap of believing that more vitamins means more vitality. In reality, our bodies just don't work that way, especially after 60, when the balance and interaction of different nutrients becomes even more delicate. Think about it like tuning up a classic car. Just dumping in more oil or fuel doesn't keep things running better. It's all about precision and the right mix, not the biggest amount. The next thing to bear in mind is how all your vitamins and medicines might interact. If you're already taking prescription medications, which is incredibly common after 60, even simple supplements can throw off the delicate balance. For example, certain blood pressure medications, cholesterol-lowering drugs, or blood thinners can interact with vitamins in surprising ways. That's why it's not just about one isolated vitamin, but how your unique set of medications, supplements, and health conditions all interact in your system. If you ever notice unexpected side effects, changes in mood, or shifts in your energy and performance, it's worth taking a closer look at every item in your routine, not just your prescriptions. This is where having an open conversation with your doctor or pharmacist comes into play. There's absolutely no shame in discussing these issues. Intimacy is an important and natural part of life, and if something is getting in the way, even if it seems like a minor supplement, you deserve answers and solutions. Many times, your provider may not realize just how many supplements you're taking unless you bring it up. So, don't hesitate to gather all your bottles and have a heart-to-heart with your healthcare team. They can help you make adjustments, suggest lab tests if needed, or point out hidden interactions that might be playing a bigger role than you thought. And let's not forget, when it comes to supporting strong erections and a vibrant, intimate life after 60, vitamins are just one piece of the puzzle. Eating a colorful, whole foods-based diet, staying active in ways you enjoy, and making time for relaxation and connection can all play powerful roles. Small, consistent changes in your daily habits often add up to noticeable improvements, not just in the bedroom, but in your overall sense of well-being. As you reflect on what we've discussed, think about your own routine. Are there any supplements you're taking that stood out? Are there changes you've noticed in your health that might be linked to some of these vitamins? You have the power to adjust course and seek the right support. Sometimes, just one small change, a conversation with your doctor, a switch to food-based nutrients, or even skipping that extra supplement, can make all the difference. Let's continue this journey together and hold on to the optimism that comes from taking charge of your health, no matter your age. Your confidence, vitality, and happiness are worth every bit of attention. You've made it this far, and that shows a real commitment to understanding your body and giving yourself the best chance at living with energy, confidence, and joy, both in your daily life and in your most private moments. The journey to a healthier, more vibrant you doesn't need to be difficult or overwhelming. It just takes a few thoughtful changes and a willingness to tune into what your body truly needs, and what it's quietly asking you to let go. Now that we've unraveled how certain vitamins like E, D, and C may be impacting your vitality after 60, it's time to step back and see the big picture. Health isn't about a quick fix or chasing the perfect supplement plan. Rather, it's about balance. Our bodies, especially as we age, are a delicate orchestra. Every part needs to work in harmony, and when one section plays out of tune, like when vitamins or medications interact in unexpected ways, the whole performance feels off. Think about your life for a moment. How many small habits do you already have that support your well-being, even if you don't always realize it? Maybe it's a daily walk to clear your head, sharing a story with a friend over coffee, or simply enjoying a plate full of bright fruits and vegetables at dinner. These are often the things that matter most. Supplements and vitamins can play a supporting role, but they shouldn't be the headline act, especially if they're throwing off your body's natural balance. If you've noticed changes in your energy, strength, or intimacy, remember that it's completely normal for these things to evolve with age. Still, accepting the changes doesn't mean giving up. Often, it's about listening to your body and making gentle adjustments. Sometimes, that means re-evaluating the supplements you take. You don't need to overhaul your routine overnight or feel pressure to fix everything at once. Even pausing to review what's in your medicine cabinet or jotting down a few questions for your doctor is a wonderful step forward. Let's talk about how you can move forward with confidence. Start by reading the labels on your supplements and vitamins. Are you taking high doses daily or combining multiple products that have overlapping ingredients? You may find that a multivitamin plus separate vitamin E, A, D, or C capsules add up to much more than you intended. If you're unsure about safe limits, your healthcare provider or pharmacist can help you clarify exactly what you need and what you might want to pause or switch out. Don't underestimate the power of food as your main source of nutrients. When you enjoy eggs, salmon, greens, or even a handful of nuts, your body knows just how to absorb and use those nutrients without risking the imbalances that can come from supplements. Plus, whole foods offer fiber, antioxidants, and countless other compounds that work together to keep your system running smoothly. At this stage in life, eating a rainbow of foods does more for your bedroom performance and overall vitality than any one pill in a bottle. Just as important as what you put into your body is how you take care of your whole self. Sleep deeply, laugh with others, keep moving in ways that feel good, and take moments to relax and savor the good things. Stress can be just as disruptive as any vitamin imbalance, and finding ways to unwind and stay connected makes a real difference, inside and out. One thing I want you to remember, it's never too late to make positive shifts. Whether you're looking to revive your energy, regain that sense of passion and intimacy, or just wake up with a lighter step, small steps, taken with intention, add up. Celebrate every success, and trust that just by learning more, you're on a brighter path already. If this video connected with you, I'd truly love to hear your story. What changes have you made to support your health after 60? Have you spotted something about your supplement routine that surprised you? Share your experiences in the comments. Your wisdom could inspire someone else who's facing the same questions you've overcome. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insights, encouragement, and easy ways to live your best, most vibrant life. Keep shining, keep asking questions, and always remember, every age is the right age to feel energized, joyful, and connected. Here's to you, and to living your fullest life, today and always.